Oh shit! Look at that. We're live.
Bottom right.
Okay. Yeah, we're learning things every single day here on the IMO podcast.
There's a go live button.
Ain't that right?
Including how to do our fucking job.
Including how to do things. Yes.
What's going on in that? I'm sorry, can I talk about something? Are you done?
No, nigga. Just because I'm streaming, don't make you the captain. I'm the captain.
I am the captain.
Oh, man.
Excuse me, sorry. Hey, what's going on, Internet? IMO Podcast here. It's your boy Maurice, CEO of the company.
Shit. I got usurped.
Your time is over. Alright? I just stay next to Rich Fairbank. He owes Capital One, by the way.
I've been duped.
You molded me for this. I'm ready for this. This is my time.
I've been speckled-dorfed.
Speckled. Is that like a Star Wars thing?
That was a SpongeBob meme. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't even think of that. I don't even know that's the word, and I agree with you.
You know what's crazy? How like SpongeBob and JoJo are like synonymous with each other.
Okay.
Like, everything's either a SpongeBob meme or a JoJo reference, or basically a JoJo meme.
That is Twitter.
That yeah. That's great, man, for the culture.
Oh shit! I need to turn down the game, but y'all can keep going.
So we have a good show lined up for you guys today. Like I said, I'm gonna be hosting. My name's Maurice. We got Jared not on the sticks this night. Say what's up, Jared.
This night.
We have Andre actually on the sticks.
Hey!
What are you playing tonight, man?
Oh, you saw the Star Destroyer, son. Don't even. Don't do me like that, son.
I mean, you know, it could be any Star Wars game. They made like a
What the fuck? No, I'm playing Battlefront 2, y'all.
I don't want to upset your
I believe it.
but the boss wants a word.
I think you got a gun. I definitely believe it.
I don't have any faith in you, to be honest.
Good for us.
They had a cutscene.
Yes, Chief.
Man, do you see this wonderful ginger-haired? That what's sad is that's actually his entire character. He's ginger. It's like there's nothing else to him.
Okay.
It's not an easy maneuver.
Damn, he is ugly. He looks like a fucking pig.
Why you have the piece?
What's up with that jaw? Like, I bet his jaw's like extended past his whole face.
All right, it is a little.
Ho. Why we basing him though?
I mean, I'm just calling facts. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you, bro. Like,
come on, y'all. Why we basing them? Hey, Steven, don't play with me like that. This is not Battlefront.
That's a valid question. Why are you mad at Steven?
Hey, you niggas not funny.
The truth?
You niggas not funny. All right, so I got to be blasphemous. We got to load this FPS just for a second, and we got to turn that shit down to high. There we go.
Okay. In the meantime, damn, I really wanted to talk about Disney Plus some more. But we can talk about other stuff instead.
Yeah.
So, have you guys watched Rick and Morty yet?
Yeah.
You did?
Yes.
The premiere?
No.
There was a
okay. All right, cool. So Sony is removing the light bar from the PS5 controller. I think this is nothing.
Ho! They did what?
Sony's removing the PS5, the light bar on the PS4. That's the bar on, like, I guess the front-ish of the controller, like along like what you would consider the spine. It's the little light that changes colors that drains the fuck out of your battery.
Oh my god.
They're removing that shit for a normal fucking controller. I think that's crazy.
You know,
the designs of it actually leaked up on the patent actually got released out. What were you about to say?
What's crazy is like now that I bought a PC, I rarely have my controller unplugged, so it doesn't really matter to me anymore.
Yep. The actual hype aspect of this design, and I'll let Jared let you go in a sec, is that it seems like they're adding USB-C charging to
oh my god.
Can you imagine all my controllers and my phone using the same cord in one household?
You listening, Apple? You listening? Are you listening? We could have had it all, baby. But you not. Nah, you had you had to be a bitch.
Like, you had to stick with that lightning bullshit. Like, we over here ascending. Y'all
proprietary charging.
Exactly.
What is wrong with you? Like, y'all just want to see me cry. That's it. That's what it is.
Facts, dude. God, that's actually amazing. and there's a mic coming in on it. One thing I was kind of sad to see, but I don't really care about at the same time, is that there's not much else changing about the design of the actual controller. It looks very similar to your normal, PS4 controller you have in your household now, but maybe like the end parts, the side parts are a little bit for the handle. Maybe those are like a little bit longer, but for most systems, the design's like unchanged. Which, it's fair in my opinion. It was damn near a perfect controller besides that light bar situation.
Yeah.
That you couldn't turn off.
I'm trying to figure out why was it just not an option to turn it off? Like, when is never turning something off not an option? Like, that makes no sense.
That's a really good question. I feel like there's a really somewhat good answer for that, but
there isn't.
So one of my questions, and I've never knew what the fuck that was for. Like, I don't think I had a game that specifically used that. What was the light bar even for?
The what?
The light bar on the controller. Like, what was that for?
It was for the dumbest shit that you could never see.
Nah, man, we're gamers and we like lights.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. There are certain games that do utilize that light bar and send different pieces of information to you based on like what color it changes to, like whether you're first player, second player, whether you're taking damage, whether you're supercharged like in Destiny 2, and different dumb shit like that.
So let me get it straight. You'd have to then flip the controller
just to check. Yes.
And keep my eyes away from the goddamn. Okay, Sony. Okay.
No, I think you go for like an armor core kind of flip rotation where you're like looking at the TV and the controller at the same time while putting your thumb putting your right index on the D-pad and your left.
They just said fuck all types of.
That's a little bit too much for me right there, man. you can stop it.
That's a real thing, by the way. That wasn't a joke. That was actually niggas who play Armor Core do that shit. They're mad.
Well, thank God it's gone.
Yeah, PS5 baby. So I'm definitely hyped to see this come out. I'm actually wondering how Xbox was going to respond to this, because in my opinion,
they're not. They're going to.
You think that, but they have like some of the more premium looking controllers, also functioning controllers. Like I think they were one of the first adopters of that really expensive ass fucking what's it called? Like a not a Switch controller. It's like the ones that have like the paddles on the back that allow you to like press the reload button while you're running or sprinting or something like that. True. Yeah. So and they make very premium stuff, like even customizable things. Like for instance, my roommate has a Xbox One controller that you can swap out the D-pad plate for something a little bit more comfortable for fighting games or for shooters or stuff like that. So I want to know how they're going to respond to this. Maybe they'll actually remove the fucking battery pack. Who knows? Go ahead.
Oh my god! Don't get me started on that shit.
So I'm looking at mine right now.
I go over some.
You said what?
What you mean you got no batteries? Like, yeah, I gotta get some batteries. AA? Like, yeah. I'm like, why? Why can't you just plug? Okay.
Oh wait. What runs on AA?
The fucking Xbox controllers.
Yeah.
Man.
Right? Niggas actually bought this shit and said and swore to God it's better than PlayStation 4. I don't see it. I mean, when was the last time I had to buy some fucking AA batteries? Yeah, exactly. Like, I literally cannot remember.
That's fucking crazy.
Oh shit, I died. Anyway, let's just run it back, y'all.
Stop dying. Stop being trash, nigga.
Nah, man, this game's hard.
Progress.
All right. So SpongeBob has another fucking movie coming out called SpongeBob Movie. Not playing. This is the title. SpongeBob Movie: Sponge on the Run. Did you guys see the trailer?
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you guys think about it? Because
first off, they've already done this type of story of Finding Gary. So why this needs to be a movie? I don't know. But for me, I'm just like this. I'm expecting a ton of new news. That's basically it.
Take a look at this.
Why is it in 3D?
It's a Jedi fighter.
It's called a budget. They got one.
Son, Nickelodeon makes billions off of SpongeBob each year. I don't want to hear budget. Like, that's what I don't want to hear.
Real tragedy.
So go ahead and try again.
I've always
No, sorry. I mean, they got more of a budget now. So,
But true. But I don't know. It looks ugly to me. Yeah, I said it.
I'm not gonna fight you on that. It is different than what I expected, but I'm not sure if that difference is like a determining factor on like whether it looks good or not. For me, it just looks weird. It's just not what I'm used to.
It's not. Yeah, like it's not. It's one of those things where if you're not used to it, it's like, well, you grow up with this, and you, Generation Z, if you're listening, and I know you are. We had SpongeBob first, and let me tell you something.
That's ours.
It's ours. Like, yeah, y'all don't get the retard this one. Y'all leave SpongeBob in his 2D format. But to be honest with you, SpongeBob hasn't been good for like damn near a decade now. So is it really still ours? Like,
well, if they put Keanu Reeves in it, I'm pretty sure.
Damn, they did do that shit. That was a fucking power play too.
It's either for everyone or it's for the current generation. I'm sorry,
man, but I don't know. Like, why did they put Keanu Reeves in this? Like, what?
Memes.
That's a hell of a meme right there, son.
That's why they put him in there.
I swear to God, Nickelodeon's looking like, SpongeBob was a meme gold mine. Let's put Keanu Reeves in the game. Why? Because of memes. You know how much money we'll make? Exactly.
I mean, yeah.
Black Twitter does it again.
Bro. Alright, so give me a sec. I'm looking up the... Okay, cool. Yeah, so the budget for like the last SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water, which is actually something I went to go see and have repressed until this day, had a budget for $74 million. Box office made $325 million. Definitely a market for SpongeBob right now. A huge market, if that.
What year was this?
This is 2015. So not but 3.
Oh, 4 years. You know what? I think that movie was actually pretty decent too.
I don't remember it. I just don't remember it. Like, not saying that it's forgettable. It's just it was just so long ago. I don't think I really vibe with it there. I just thought it was like, okay, well, this is a cool experience. I didn't even go because I wanted to go. I went because like my girl was taking her like nephew and niece there. Then I just kind of got looped in.
Well, I'm here. Well, can I leave? Nah, nigga.
Right. All right. I'm gonna go sleep now. I thought I fell asleep in it, but I just didn't remember it too well. Also, looked like they kind of borrowed from another SpongeBob episode where they all got superpowers, but now they actually get superpowers.
Krakatoa!
Krakatoa!
Yes. So, and that one was hilarious.
Facts.
That was from the good seasons too.
So, honestly, like just looking at this from a business perspective, this just seems like an easy move to make. The art choice, maybe they were just going for something unique or something like that. I'm not sure how to feel about that either way. I would rather see how other people feel about it, like the general populace. Like, are they fine with it? Do they think this like makes them more immersive in the movie, or is this something to just like make it kind of easier to create? Probably that last one.
I think it was that last one, yeah.
Yeah. now that I list them out, yeah.
Yeah, there's not a market for 2D anymore, which is really surprising because once again, anime just shows us that like if you do it right, 2D animation can be like really godlike,
or even 3D animation.
Yeah, that too. But we already have godlike 3D.
No, I mean 3D incorporated into the 2D.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, but I mean, don't look at examples like Berserk because we ain't got to talk about that.
Oh, no, that's just full on. We're dedicating to the 3D. I meant like there's a scene like in the Dragon Ball movie.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Broly. Yeah.
Like, it can be done right. It's just, I don't know, America just feels that nobody's gonna go watch it if it's not in 3D, which I feel it's just not true. I feel that if you have like a really good concept and the animation looks good enough and you actually market this, 2D animation can do really good in theaters. But then again, I'm not in analytics, so I could be dead wrong. But I think there's a market for 2D, especially now.
I think there is too. It just gets like overshadowed by the live action. Like I love all of the DC Universe movies. Those are some of the best superhero movies you'll see. The animated ones. I'm sorry, but I do not think that they're going to. I don't think they're going to make money like Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, but
Spider-Man Far From Home and stuff like that.
But
and
you can't. Go ahead.
And some of their stories are like world-ending, world-changing events, or events that are on the scale of Endgame, or like much lower on the perspective on the spectrum at like at Spider-Man Far From Home's story. So I mean, like the epicness is surely there. Like whichever side of the spectrum you're talking about, it's just I don't think the money's like going to be there for the animated stuff.
I can't.
Like not in the same regard. Yeah. I mean, they could try.
I guess you're looking at the game. Look, man, it's a really slow start, but
yeah, we're trying. Well, speaking of not having a market, Google Stadia.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Oh man, I haven't seen a launch this bad since Charlie's Angels. With Kristen Stewart.
Wow.
That was bad. Wow. That one was bad. This one was probably worse.
Yeah, what can I say? Like just all the wrong buttons are being pressed here, Stadia. I don't know what the fuck to say.
So for one, they didn't fulfill on their promise for the 4K streaming. Not everything's able to hit that 4K streaming mark. It kind of gets close, but it's basically just stays 1080p the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
They had to add like an extra 10 list of 10 titles, or maybe a little bit more, to their launch titles, just because they couldn't they couldn't fulfill that promise of just having like more stuff out. Not to mention it's a $160 buy-in, and something we've said here before. It's still not clear who needs to buy this? Like, who will want this? It seems like it'd be nice to have, but surely I could buy a Steam Link for cheaper.
I'm actually finding myself asking myself that question. I ask myself that question a lot with pretty much anything when I don't see it selling. Like, kind of like tablets. What's the market for Stadia for real?
Mm-hmm.
What can this thing do that a PC can't do? Is this all of them? I don't see why this is made, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Not even that, but there are just other options for like people who want to go out and play, have their games on the go with them. Like you can get like a mobile device. You can go to another house with get a Switch. Go to a house with a similar gaming system that you have, or just bring your gaming system with you.
Or get a Switch.
Or get a Switch. Because there's only like 2 cords like per gaming console that you need to play something, and if you want to play something online, well, chances are you're probably not going to go somewhere with good internet to play it online.
Yeah.
Oh, not to mention that the fucking delay is there too. I forgot to add that to the list. But the delay is still whack.
And you can get a Switch.
Okay, all right. I hear you on the Switch thing, but tell me more.
Hey man, Breath of the Wild, dog.
2 years, Breath of the Wild. I got you.
Hey,
it's a fantastic game, but holy shit.
Pokemans. What's the start? Score Bunny. Yeah, Score Bunny Hive. Yeah.
Surprised you didn't say Smash.
Yeah, that too. Smash.
Good to that. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. To me, it just seems. It just seems like it's not a good look right now, and it might go the way of like online. It'll just be around for like a year or two, and then we'll just not hear from it ever again.
And this is Google's thing, right?
Yeah, this is Google Stadia.
Google's not having a good track record right now, which is kind of sad.
Oh yeah, because their phone is also like not so great right now.
Yeah, the phone is the Pixel 4 is in a really fucking weird spot right now.
Yeah, that thing's actually breakable too. I think I saw like the frame is not as sturdy because they chose not to use metal in some places, and that just made the phone like more breakable. Like they just use plastic instead of metal, and it's just like
my whole thing that it's just it's really overpriced for what you're getting. It really is.
Easy now.
Still no fucking headphone jack either. Neither here nor there.
Yeah, but we're not gonna get that
Yeah.
ever again.
But even then, like, I don't know. I see like the Pixel 3 is like kind of like not the ultimate device, but like a way better investment than getting a Google 4, the Pixel 4.
100%.
That should never be the case. Like, you should always want the latest and greatest thing because it just looks and acts and performs as such.
True, and like this isn't me defending it at all, but I think this is like almost like the last straw. Like, if the Pixel 5 doesn't do all that well, I'm just gonna assume that Google just can't do luxury phones all that well, and I'm gonna ask for like the Nexus line back because I don't know.
Or just go with like the Pixel 3a. That was a great phone.
Oh yeah, the Pixel 3a. I still recommend that to all my normie friends. Like, hey, I need a phone, but I don't need it to do anything. I need it to be cheap. I got you right here. Pixel 8. It does everything you needed to do. The same camera as the Pixel 3. I mean, what more do you want? It has a headphone jack.
Like, and again, it's like a $400 investment. You don't have to worry about it breaking because you can just drop it on the $400 or probably just get it fixed because it's probably easier to fix as well.
The only thing I could say that it has an advantage over is that it doesn't have like that ugly ass notch, and that's just another thing. I don't know what Google is doing as far as like its design, but why did they feel need to put a notch on their phone just to get rid of it the next year? Like, I need you to understand that Google made fun of Apple for having a headphone jack. Then the next year they get rid of the headphone jack, and then they see Apple put a notch on their phone. The next year they put a notch on their phone. Then the next year after that they get rid of it. I'm like, then the next year they put a Face ID on it and get rid of the fingerprint sensor. I'm like, come on, guys. It's like we get it. Apple is leading the industry right now. We all know that. That's not a secret. But when you're blatantly copying it and just not giving any input, like, at all, as far as like design and no, technically, I'm really worried about you as a company because it's really just seeming like, hey, let me look at what Apple is doing. Let's do our best spin on it the next year, and that's disheartening. It really is.
Plus, they don't need to do that because it's Google. They're innovators, not copiers.
So I can't really tell at this point.
I mean, facts, but shit. Like, they're still trying to like innovate, reinvent gaming again.
Innovate, renovate. Oh, nigga.
It's like, how could you think that you could do this better than the actual gaming companies who have been doing this longer? Like, it just doesn't work. And they have the nerve to put like Samurai Showdown on their fucking platform because that's on there. It's a fighting game, and it has like massive input to it. Like, 14 frames?
Good God. What?
That's ridiculous. Like, you can't play the game at that point. There's no point in practicing because everything's going to be slow or just flat out not accurate. And you go against other people and you just lose because they spam and you can't respond because you're 14 frames behind anything they try to do.
I remember we like kind of talked about something like that. How we thought that they would put Bungie would allow Destiny on PC and consoles for cross platform. I'm like,
it's on Stadia as well.
Destiny.
Yeah, too.
Ugh, that's not good.
Nope, and nope.
I feel sorry for the game, to be honest with you.
Destiny?
No, I'm sorry, not Destiny, but Stadia. It seemed like when they first announced it, I was like, okay, maybe. But then it's like they're poised to lose like millions off of this. And I'm like, ooh, sorry.
Yeah. No, yeah, I 100% agree. I just don't understand. Sorry, I got a phone. I just don't understand what I don't understand, like, what game they're playing at here. Like, if they're trying to make money, sure, but like who are you trying to appease to? What void are you trying to fulfill at this point?
Kids that wish they had a PC.
That's $200 though, man. And like most of the games they have on there, you can just get on the console.
I mean, I'm trying my best. All right.
Yeah. You what, son? Son of me. Hold on, let me text this person back. Stop calling me.
Anyway, Jared, you still there, son?
He left. He had to go get his stuff. He had to go get his mic and Wi-Fi fixed or something.
Oh, when that happened?
8:24.
Oh, damn. Oh, my bad. I'm over here thinking that whatchamacallit? Well, I guess it's a good thing that I'm streaming today. But yeah. Speaking of good things, my first impressions of Jedi. This is a lot better than what I thought it was gonna be.
Really?
Yeah, like remember, I think it was like 2 weeks ago we were shitting on the game, and now I'm over here like having a really good time with it.
Oh, this Jedi.
What you thought I was talking about?
Don't worry about it. So yeah, Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah, I
wait, I want to know what you thought I was talking about.
I thought you were talking about like the Mandalorian, though. I don't know.
Oh,
Jedi too. So.
There's a lot of Star Wars content going on right now.
yeah, that's facts. And the movie's out like next month or something like that. Yeah,
yeah. Which is crazy, is I've never been like more disinterested in the Star Wars movie in my life before.
Facts. So, is this like a Dark Souls game, like people are saying, or what's going on here?
Kinda. I would say that it's Dark Souls light.
Yeah,
It's Diet Dark Souls.
Diet Dark Souls.
Yeah, like if you
Well, no, I was gonna ask something. Go finish your thought.
what were you? Did you ever play Sekiro?
It is literally on my desk right now.
God damn. Okay.
Yeah.
I would say that if you get used to the combat in Sekiro, Jedi is gonna be a fucking breeze, because it borrows very heavily from that entire system. There's a couple things that's a little bit different, but for the most part, it's pretty much the same combat system, which is good for me because I'll go on record in saying this. I think that Sekiro has the best combat in a game in a really, really long time. That whole parry block system, I'm pretty sure they're not the people who like made it up, but I swear to God, it's pretty much perfected in Sekiro. I'm actually surprised you haven't played it yet, because you would really like the game. It's like really up your alley.
Yeah, it's on my desk now. I got hoodwinked into playing it. So I was hanging out with my coworker. We were at the mall, and we stopped in the GameStop, and he asked me, "Yo, what game's cool to play?" And I was like, "Oh, you tried that, and that." Like he picked up Sekiro, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that game's cool. You should try that one out." And he went to go buy it, and then he looked at me. He was like, "All right, now beat that, and you don't know when you're done."
Long story short, I never beat it.
Well, this is like a week or two ago.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry I'm sorry you had that experience.
Yeah, it's a funny story, but at what cost, you know?
Did you see what boss was it, or was it a boss at all?
What boss? What?
You said that
Oh, I haven't played it.
Oh, my bad.
I have it. I just haven't started it yet. Because Pokemon and stuff.
Wow, this nigga waited for Pokemon. This game's been out for like 6 months.
Pokemon?
No, Sekiro.
I didn't have I like, there was other stuff besides Pokemon that would prevent me from playing Sekiro. And I just couldn't fit it into the time slot. And this was just like kind of random that it just happened. He just bought it. So
okay.
It was always on the list. It's just never
got around to it.
Never got around to it.
Did you because you also didn't play God of War too.
Yep.
Still have that.
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
Shit.
Don't die. Don't die.
Not that son. It was
really great though.
It plays a lot smoother than what we saw in those trailers. The trailers didn't really do the game justice. Like,
that was my next question. Damn. So that was my next question. Do you feel limited because you only have like 2 skills to use?
No.
All right, easy answer. Why don't you feel limited? Like, what about the having just those 2 skills and the basic attack make you feel like God?
I think it's because it's when you how can I explain it? It's a little bit limiting, but it all depends on your enemies because it there is a little bit of a learning curve to it. I'm just blowing past all this shit because I've gotten used to Sekiro. Sekiro is a lot less forgiving. But the combat is like it's a dance really. So you block parry, attack parry, you try to bait out attacks, and you would repeat that process. And for whatever reason, it doesn't really get old. And the reason I can't really explain why it doesn't get old, but I think that's why it doesn't feel limiting to me because that rock paper scissors thing it feels really good. I just want to do it over and over and over again on different types of enemies. I will say this: the range of enemies, the range of the enemy types is a little bit bare bones. I'm a little bit disappointed by that. That's the only I would say that this style of combat probably will get repetitive after a really, really long time. But luckily, I don't think the game is all that long. So yeah, you basically fight either some type of creature that you can parry, or you fight a bunch of stormtroopers that can go toe to toe with you, which is a little bit disappointing.
Let's see. I think it's interesting they just chose to go with the Dark Souls type of game. They easily could have turned this into a hopefully not never. I was gonna say Muso game, but I like game? This Dynasty Warriors.
Oh God, no! Ooh, no! Ooh, no!
Like just some like brain dead hack and slash title, but they actually put like some
One Piece Pirate Warrior shit.
Oh, don't fuck it. I bought that game with like the hopes of learning the story and having fun. I did neither.
You just learned the story.
No, I did neither.
I got nothing from this game.
Yeah. Zoro was cool though.
I mean, when is Zoro not cool though?
You're right. Right. I like Perona only to find out she was like a really weak side character.
Which one was Perona?
The ghost chick.
Was
next
is that
Hawkeye Mihawk?
Oh right.
Yeah.
She was a playable character?
Yeah, in 3.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
I loved her ability too. She just like summoned and commanded ghosts. That was pretty sick.
Yeah, but I got a feeling that the boss battles, because I'm actually at one right now, I feel that the boss battles in this game will probably be a bit better. So yeah, man, she is just.
They're building this up. They're building this up pretty nicely.
What as far as the cinematics?
The fight cinematics and stuff. I actually liked that scene on the train. That was actually pretty.
Yeah, it was really Uncharted, wasn't it?
Like the game? Yeah.
Yeah,
very dynamic too. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Damn, she is just leaping upside. She's about to take a goddamn halo.
If it makes you feel any better, spoiler, I'm not actually supposed to like win this. On my first playthrough, she bust my ass. I don't even think it lasted 6 seconds. It was that bad. So. I hope they keep it at this difficulty too, because yeah.
If it ramps up any more than this, I think we're done.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ginger. Jeez, I wanted to wait for Jared to get back before we talked about Mandalorian and the Game Award nominees.
You might just have to. Shit.
Yeah.
Remove Dine's helmet, sexy female Sith.
Remove Dine helmet.
What's funny is I don't think she does in the entire. She is kind of hot now that I'm looking at it. Like she bust my ass at first. I didn't even pay attention. At first, I'm just over here trying to like not die. At first,
bro, why are you trying to shoot? You know she could bounce it back, right?
She's not too smart. her backstory is pretty stupid too, and I'm like, okay. So everything about you is just fucking stupid. So okay.
All right. Oh well, there's a force.
I'm a Jedi.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
I'm using the Force.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
I'm a Jedi.
Well, he could do that the whole time. Okay.
Do what?
Just turn the steering wheel back, like, oh, okay, you're gone.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he was. I don't know whether he was just like weak or something, or I don't.
Yeah, I thought it was like a stronger grip than that, you know.
He's pretty small.
Okay. He has 4 hands.
He's kind of small. Oh damn, he does have 4 hands. Shit. And he's like an alien too, so like I guess it's like one of those things where it's kind of like a monkey. Like monkeys are small as shit, but they'll also like rip your fucking face off. So
yeah, monkeys are holy shit.
Like,
why do you think we actually fear Gorilla Grodd?
I remember back on like a couple months ago when niggas was saying, "Man, I don't care, I'll beat a gorilla's ass," and I'm like, please stop. A gorilla, you punch a gorilla, that bitch will just look at you.
And like the tiniest thing can like piss them off. Like you just existing, you're not even going to get a chance to try.
Right.
They go full charge you, tackle you, and then beat your fucking face in.
Like it wouldn't even be funny. Like it's either you die, or you're not ever gonna walk again. One of those two things. You're not gonna be the same again after fighting a fucking gorilla. And niggas were saying like, oh man, if it's Mike Tyson against a gorilla, son, look here, a gorilla will it doesn't matter what human, a gorilla will fucking fuck you up, son.
It's like you ever see a body get worked over by a hammer? That's kind of similar to what would happen if you
What
got
the
worked
fuck?
by a granilla.
What?
Oh, is that too dark?
I mean, it wasn't dark. It was just.
But I'm thinking like a heavy blunt object, and I'm comparing that to a gorilla's forearms.
On that note, if you haven't yet, you should subscribe to the IMO podcast. We do this every single Wednesday at 8 p.m. most of the times, and we go in there with these topics. We get real dark, according to Maurice apparently.
Dark Knight.
Fucking hammer.
They hit
So-
really hard.
So speaking of Star Wars, do you have any predictions for the Rise of Skywalker? Like, because I know, like you're one of those people where it's like, The Last Jedi was just not it for you.
Yeah, that shit's trash. What was your question?
How do you have what are your expectations for the last movie, the next movie?
Hopefully that'll be good and justify the fucking second, not the second, the 7th movie. No, the 8th movie. The 8th movie.
Nah, son, I don't. Unfortunately, JJ, he directed the first one, and then Rian Johnson did whatever the fuck he did. And
Yeah, I don't know what you would call that at this point. Like, nothing.
I'm trying to be
made
nice.
sense.
I'm trying to be nice, but it's not working.
It was a mess. It was a fucking mess.
I'll give it this. It was pretty, but that's pretty much all I can give it. It's like, damn, you just don't understand the characters. You turn Luke Skywalker into a little bitch. Rey is now even less of a character than what I thought she could be. So I don't.
You wasted Finn for
Son,
no reason.
They destroyed Finn. I've been watching like not documentaries but video essays, and pretty much every YouTuber across the board says the same thing. They fucked up Finn's character. It was pretty bad to have this nigga leave the First Order. And then he becomes with the rebels, and then he's about to abandon the fucking rebels. I'm like, oh, come on. Like, this is a big waste of this man's character. And I actually like John Boyega as an actor, which is pretty sad.
Yeah, he was doing this thing. He played something else, like, just after or before that movie came out. Pacific
Rim, yeah.
Yeah, Pacific Rim 2. Which is alright, but...
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay. But, I don't know how they're gonna wrap this one up. I don't
know how they're gonna fit Dark Sidious into this. Like, I'm just like, where the fuck do you come from?
That's one of
the Force was never balanced because it was always like 3 niggas. Like
because that fucking idiot Rian Johnson killed off Snoke and in like the dumbest way possible too. Like he didn't even try.
Oh my god, yeah, that. Like I don't understand why. Like you could have literally just had Snoke leave the room.
To subvert expectations, huh?
Okay. Well, at least the Force is balanced, kind of.
It's not though. There's Kylo Ren who is on and off. You have an absolute god, Rey, and then Darth Sidious comes in and he's just.
Well, he could be
it's been me the entire time. Ha ha.
He could just be a Force ghost.
But then that will fuck with everything we think we know about the show. Usually, it's the good guys get a Force ghost and the bad guys just die.
Go to hell.
Yeah, that too.
What if they get demon Force ghosts?
What?
I don't know, like demon Force ghosts.
Connection to the Force is damaged.
I think that's a thing.
When I meditate.
Nah, man. This is good guys get the Force ghosts and the bad guys go to hell.
I don't know about that. That seems bold.
I mean, with Darth Vader,
They seem
they
very
get
balanced.
Darth
does
Vader didn't get a. He didn't get. Oh, he did get a Force Ghost. Wait a minute, hold up. Never mind.
Yeah.
Fuck. Anakin Skywalker got a Force Ghost. Darth Vader didn't get nothing.
He's
Yeah.
the same goddamn person.
It's funny because in the movie they keep on like pretending like they're two niggas. Is like, no man, y'all are one person. Like please stop.
I killed Anakin. You are him.
The son of
Really,
Anakin
this without him.
Skywalker lives, but that's your your son. Anakin Skywalker is dead, but he's you. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
Good old Darth Vader.
That nigga
Delivering
dead.
this classic. Yeah, true.
That nigga dead. That nigga dead. Anyway,
Do you think they're gonna like revitalize the Jedi and the Sith?
no. I actually think that. Well, shit, they ain't got. I mean, if you build up the Jedi, that means in equal parts building up the Sith as well. So they would really. I don't know where they're gonna go with this, but I'm just ready for this. I'm ready for the Skywalkers to be done because this shit has been like an emotional roller coaster and not in a good way.
Yeah, that's fair. I will honestly just want to see more Jedi, but then I look at something like The Mandalorian and I'm just like, maybe I don't need it. Maybe I just wanted good characters, which The Mandalorian has as a Mandalorian, as the main character who is the Mandalorian.
It's funny.
What is a Mandalorian? Please tell me.
Mandalorian? That's a race of people that they
Okay.
had their own. The planet was called Mandalore. There was like. It wasn't like super duper advanced, but you can tell that they were like decent. But there wasn't anything like really special about them though. It was basically just a regular ass alien planet. Obi-Wan Kenobi was in love with their queen or some shit. It was explained in the cartoon, in the Clone Wars cartoon, but that was pretty much it.
Huh.
They could be a warrior race. I'm not too sure.
They pretty much are. That's what they kind of paint the Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian.
as. Yeah.
Like I didn't really pay attention that much in the Clone Wars, even though I should have. But yeah.
Okay. All right. That's something.
Yeah.
So, have you seen Baby Yoda?
Yes.
So is it? So it's not actually Yoda, right?
No. So it's funny because everybody's been calling him Baby Yoda, and it was like, well, look here, Yoda's race is technically undefined. It doesn't have a name, so everybody's just gonna say, no, we're just gonna call him Baby Yoda until like further notice. So yeah, fuck you, internet.
I mean, that's fair though. Like, what are you supposed to call him? They didn't give him a name.
Son, that motherfucker is cute as shit.
Yeah, he
I
is
want
cute.
one.
Dude, when he lifted up the fucking like rhinoceros in the second episode,
Son,
that shit was pretty hard. That shit was pretty dope.
I hope they really explain. Well, they probably won't go too much into it, but I think it's rumored that Yoda's race is like, for whatever reason, they're just all like really powerful in the Force. We're not too sure why, but yeah, they're pretty much freaks. But we only know of one that's like actually canon, and that's Yoda himself. So yeah.
Mandalorian's not canon?
No, I'm talking about Yoda's race.
Oh.
I mean, well,
Someone
two.
called
Well,
Yaddle.
two now. Well, yeah, Yaddle, but I don't think Yaddle is still. Well, no, I don't. Yeah, but remember when Disney bought Star Wars, they made a lot of the expanded universe uncanon, so a lot of that shit just does not count anymore. I don't know whether Yaddle was counts anymore.
Well, shit, I don't even know then. Like, well, I mean, anyways, have you seen like any of the episodes of The Mandalorian?
No, but I hear that first episode was pretty godlike.
It was pretty cool. Surprisingly, they're going with half-hour episodes instead of a full hour.
Really?
Yeah, right. The first one's 39 minutes, admittedly, but the one after that's like 32. So just 32 straight minutes of fucking content. I don't know how to feel about that, but I think it might be a good thing. Just to make it easier to digest. But it also gives them the ability to wrap a lot of their shit in mystery. Like, we still don't know who the Mandalorian is, or much less what he looks like. You just know he's like a bounty hunter. And we don't really know what his goals are and stuff like that. We just know he's just out to make money. We don't know anything about the Baby Yoda because it's just a baby. Babies don't talk.
Nah, he does.
Yeah. And, well, he's 50 years old, but that probably is attributed to his race, just like aging very, 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 very slow.
Yeah, they don't really like explain that either. Like Yoda's like 900 or some shit. So
Yeah, before he died.
yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of good things that people liked about the old Star Wars, at least from what people tell me, like the mysteriousness of the Force, the different races and how they interact with each other, the systems of the galaxy. Like there's this like underworld and like these dark dealings of people doing bounties and shit like that.
Yeah.
And there was like some nods to even like to Star Wars in general, from what I can see, like the carbohydrate bath,
Carbonite.
carbonate bath. Sorry, the carbonate bath. Boba Fett's mask, which what you said earlier, I don't understand why it had to be Boba Fett's. Look like Boba Fett's mask, but that's where we're at. And and then of course Baby Yoda.
I think they wanted to play on the whole bounty hunter thing. It kind of makes me upset because this is what bounty hunters look like. They all dress like Boba Fett. I'm like, no, I hope nobody else thinks that. You can definitely just look like a regular ass nigga and be a bounty hunter, but yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, and that's like a little bit of the pandering I was kind of hoping to avoid, because The Force Awakens and the Last Jedi, they both did that. They pandered heavily to the first movies and made a bunch of call outs back to them.
Especially that first one.
Yeah, especially the first one. Shot for shot, holy shit.
Yeah.
So I was hoping this one wouldn't do it, but it seems like at least from a story perspective, it's starting out very strong. Okay. I won't say it's like godlike, mostly because I'm not that much of a Star Wars fan. I'm a lightsaber fan. Y'all know this.
Lightsaber fan. It is.
I am.
If we had to say like what's one of the best, what's probably the best weapon in fiction, I think that a lightsaber will be in like everybody's top 3 at least.
I would say top 5. There's some sick ass fucking weapons.
Yeah, but most of them don't have the cultural impact of Star Wars.
Fair.
Like lightsaber, that was the thing. Like a lot of things copied the lightsaber.
There was a game on the Wii and the Switch called No More Heroes 2 where they directly copy a lightsaber, but they don't call it a lightsaber. They call it a beam katana because
wow, beam katana.
Yeah, that game's pretty godlike.
Yeah, but beam katana.
Yeah.
Yes. Ignite. Did it go zoom? Boom, did it cut through everything?
No, that's probably copyrighted actually.
But did it cut through everything?
Oh, basically, yeah. It was he was an assassin trying to get to the top #1 spot, and he used the beam katana as his weapon. And they got like several upgrades to where it were just like fucking mow niggas down.
Did it at least look different?
Yeah, kind of. It actually, instead of it was actually a pretty smart fucking weapon. At least the first design was, and they got pretty anime after that. But basically, the top of it extends up like an antenna, and there's like a glass piece at the end, like a circular glass piece that's parallel to the base of the hilt of the sword.
Mm-hmm.
And the plasma for the beam katana just travels between like that top piece that comes from that extends from the antenna and the base. So let me send you a picture.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's actually pretty smart. Pretty smart.
Nunchucks are pretty top tier. But see, the thing about that, Steven, is nunchucks is an actual weapon. Nunchucks are real. Like, there's nothing fictional about nunchucks because people can actually use that in real life. Hell, you could buy a pair right now if you wanted to. I was talking about like fictional weapons that's like not even fucking real. And the first thing that comes to mind is a lightsaber. And what's another good fictional weapon? And I'm going to cheat and say movies or something that's really widespread. It's kind of hard to think of it like some right off the top.
Robo Mace Windu come back with the lightsaber nunchucks.
Son, I'm actually scared.
I'm about that.
It's funny because Samuel Jackson did say he would come back. We're pretty much done now. Mace Windu will probably be like 90 or some shit. Or in other words, dead. So.
Oh, look at the picture in particles.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, right.
That's actually pretty cool. What's up with the needle thing at the end though?
I guess it's just to control, like, just part of the design. They don't really. I don't remember if they go into detail about why it's designed the way it is, but you can kind of guess they're trying to like hold the plasma.
Oh, okay. I mean, okay. That antenna part is kind of throwing me off a little bit, but
Yeah, and then like I said, they go like full anime in the second game, and
as far as I'm concerned, the whole game is an anime.
yeah, that's the best part.
It's about as anime as you can get. So okay. So what color lightsaber are you going with? I gotta
Me?
know. Yes.
Red.
Okay, so if you had to pick another color that's not red.
Yeah, I'm definitely going red.
Okay, so if you had to pick
100% Sith. I'm sorry. I don't.
So
Yeah, Jedi niggas what?
So do you have like a runner up or
Is there a magenta? I go magenta.
magenta? Is there a pomegranate? How close to red can I possibly get and still be?
I mean, yeah. How close? Yeah. Answer.
Okay, this nigga was dumb as shit, but alright. This GIF. Oh, it's not playing. It doesn't play for me for some reason.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. It
Just got from that.
Links Dip.
All right. I guess that's the show.
Yeah, this is. I'll probably come back to the game. We kind of lost Jared. We had a couple more things we wanted to talk about, but it wouldn't have been right because Jared wanted to talk about it. So yeah, that's how
Yeah, facts. All right. Well, thanks you guys for tuning in to the IMO podcast. This is your host Maurice signing out, and Andre on the sticks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just remembered that I gotta actually end the fucking stream. So bye.
Like, comment, and subscribe.